my name is Luke Rodriguez, and today I want to talk to you about the installation of ceramic tile. If you ever noticed nowadays, if you go into any home, you notice that most of their flooring in their bathrooms or entryways is ceramic tile. It's just becoming so popular. So I wanted to kind of go through the process of how to install the ceramic tile in your home. First thing you want to cover is the different types and sizes and colors of ceramic tile. You want to make sure you pick one out that matches the room that you're installing the tile in. You can go anywhere from 12-inch tile to 20-inch tile if you want. You can put inserts in it. There's just a variety of different designs that you can do, so that's priority one, is picking out the right design for you. The next step you want to do is get all your tools and materials for the job. Tool-wise, you're going to need a wet saw, an angle grinder, and a mixer. And as far as the materials, you're going to need to get your grout. You need water, buckets, sponges, scratchy pads. I think that covers it for the materials. Now, after you got that all set, you need to decide how you want to lay your tile. There's, again, a variety of ways you can lay it at a 45-degree angle with inserts. You can have a straight lay with no inserts. You can pattern your tile on the floor. So you want to get that set on how you want to do it. I'm going to tell you how to do it at a 45-degree with inserts. So once you've picked your tile out and you know your design and you know how you're going to lay it, you want to prepare the floor where you're going to be installing the tile. You can pick up, it's called backer board at any hardware. It's like a 1/4-inch thick board that you want to put onto your subfloor before you lay your tile. You'll screw the backer board in, make sure it's flat, there's no bumps, and that'll get you prepared to lay your ceramic tile on. Once that's done, you get your ceramic tile, and since we're laying it at a 45-degree angle, we're going to want to cut one side of each of your tile so that it falls one grout length away from your insert. And then depending on what kind of grout line, you can do 16-inch, 1/4-inch, or 3/8. So according to how you want your grout lines, is how you want to cut the tile. And since we are putting inserts in, you want to cut how many inserts you want, 3 inches square, so 3 by 3 by 3 by 3, and how many ever you want, and that's going to be your inserts. Now that you got that done, you're ready to lay the tile. So next step is you'll get your rapid mud. You're going to mix so much of that with the water. Get that mixed up, and that's what's going to go on your backer board. You're going to spread it out with a 1/4-inch trowel, so it almost looks like cornrows going down your backer board. Once you get that mudded out, that's when you start laying your tile. How you want to lay your tile is you'll drop it into the mud, and you'll want to push it a little bit so that it gets fastened and secured into the mud and there's no air pockets underneath. Once you lay all your tile, however big the room is or whatnot, by the way, you want to put inserts, like I said before, so you know how you want your tile, whether it's going to be 1/4-inch inserts, 3/8, and that'll be your grout line for the tile. Once it's all laid, you want to let it sit for probably about an hour, depending on how hot it is in your house, maybe 2 hours, because since we use rapid mud, that helps the mud dry faster. There's ingredients in the mud that makes the mud dry faster. Once everything's dry, then you're going to want to go on top and clean the tile. You want to clean the grout lines, make sure there's no debris when you're ready to grout, and just do a quick clean with your sponge, just regular hot water. Once that's all clean and dry, then you're ready to grout. We're going to use epoxy grout, which is there's 2 parts to it. There's epoxy and then the actual grout. You just mix it together and it's ready. Once you do that, you lay the grout on the floor, and you have a grout squeegee, I guess you could call it, and you grout the whole floor. Make sure all the grout lines have grout in it. And once you're done with that, you quickly go behind and take a bucket of hot water, a sponge and a scratchy pad, and you wash it. Then run your sponge and clean it off, and you'll do that twice. It's called the first clean and the second clean. Once that's done, then you pretty much want to get your tools cleaned up so the grout and the mud doesn't dry on it. Let the tile dry from the water, and usually let it sit 24 to 48 hours before you can walk on it. Once that time has come, then you can go back, take some Windex and a scratchy pad and clean the tile, because it'll have a residue from the epoxy grout. So in closing, in order to take care of your tile, you want to make sure that you can use Windex or vinegar, they say, and a scratchy, and clean it every so often so the grout lines stay clean. And that is how you lay tile. Thank you.